Hello future engineers, there is a video in plane geometry problems presented. I hope that these problems will help viewers and my subscribers to their preparations for their licensure exams. So here is the first problem. A pentagram, which is a regular five-pointed star, is to be cut out from a piece of cardboard 20 inches square. Determine the minimum area of waste. So the waste area is the difference between the area of the cardboard, which is 20 square, and the area of the end-pointed star. So by analysis, the radius of the five-pointed star or pentagram is 10, which is 10 inches, half of 20 inches. And since the formula is derived, it's still fresh, then I just use it directly. You may compute the area of this one triangle by your own, then multiply it by 10 to get the area. So nr squared tan cos, Naruto tan cos. So 5, n is 5, radius is 10, tangent of 180 degrees over 5, cosine of 360 degrees over 5, so that is 112.26 square inches. Then the area of the waste, minimum area of the waste would be, so this is the pentagram, it should be coincident, the corner should be coincident with the bottom corners and the sides and the top side. So it is 287.74 square inches. Next, problem 2, points A, B, C, and D are points on a circle such that AC is one diagonal equal to the diameter of the circle, this one, and BD is another diagonal. What is the percentage of area occupied by the quadrilateral? So we compute the area of the quadrilateral divided by the area of the circle times 100%. So that's the percentage of area occupied by the cyclic quadrilateral in particular. So occupied by the quadrilateral if angle ACB is 40 degrees, that's 40, and angle ACD is 60 degrees as shown. So remember, properties of cyclic quadrilateral opposite angles are supplementary. So this is 60 plus 40, 100. So this should be 80. But this is the explanation. I'll give you the explanation first. Also find the measure of the angle between the diagonals. So I present just three solutions to the area, although you can have many ways by applying other formulas for area of cyclic quadrilateral. I just use the basic so that we don't need to memorize so many formulas. So area of quadrilateral is area of quadrilateral 1 plus area of triangle 1 plus area of triangle 2. These triangles are right triangles because the chords are joined to their ends. So remember that the this angle B subtends the semicircular arc through an angle half of the angle subtended by that same semicircular arc at the center, which is 180 degrees, so that's why this is 90. Same is true with angle D. So because these are right triangles ACB and this is given 40 degrees, so this means this side is hypotenuse 2r cosine of 40. This side on the other right triangle is 2r cosine 60, so it's just r. Then area of triangle, 1/2 product of adjacent sides times sine of the included angle. So for triangle 1, the adjacent sides are 2r cosine 40 degrees, which is this, and the diameter, which is 2r. Then the angle between them, 40. So 1 half 2r cosine 40 times 2r sine of 40 degrees, then plus 1 half 2r times r times sine of 60 degrees, and that is 1.8508 r square. So the percentage of area occupied by the cyclic quadrilateral is 1.8508 r square over area of circle pi r square times 100%. So it is 58.91%. Then the angle between the diagonals, theta, is, it is mentioned here, the acute angle between the diagonals. The obtuse one is 180 degrees minus that acute angle theta. So this theta is the average of the subtended arcs of the diagonals, namely this arc here, CD, and this arc, AB. Since this is 40 degrees, the central angle subtending the same arc would be times 2 of 40, so that's 80 degrees. So this arc AB occupies 80 degrees, while while this is 60 degrees subtending arc AD, so the central angle is times 2, 120 degrees. Therefore, arc CD subtends 60 degrees, 180 minus 120 degrees, so 60 degrees. Therefore, theta, this angle between the diagonals, is half of 60 degrees and 80 degrees. So 1 half of 80 degrees plus 60, theta is 70 degrees. The obtuse angle counterpart is 110 degrees. Now this is the alternate solution to the calculation of area of the cyclic quadrilateral. It is equal to area of ABD, ABD, this triangle here, plus area of triangle CBD, CBD. Now, since this is 30 degrees, half of 60, and this is 50 degrees, half of 100, this angle here is 100 degrees, uh, because this is 50 degrees. 90 minus 40 is 50 degrees. Or, secondly, uh, 100 degrees is 180 degrees minus 80 degrees. So there are many ways to solve for these angles. So 30 degrees on the other hand is half of 60 degrees, which is that, and it is also 90 degrees minus 60 degrees because this is a right triangle. So the other sides, 2r cosine 30 after getting this angle 30 degrees, and this side 2r cosine of 50 degrees. So the area of triangle is 1 half for triangle ABD, 1 half of 2r cosine 30, which is this side, plus 2r cosine 50 degrees, then times sine of this angle, which is 80 degrees, plus 1 half 2r cosine 40 degrees plus r times r rather, then sine of angle here, which is 100 degrees. So you'll get the same area, 1.8508 r square, which is that. Then alternate solution to the length of diagonal BD, this diagonal BD here, by considering this isosceles triangle, OBD is by cosine law, diagonal BD square is r square plus r square minus 2rr, then cosine of the angle here, which is equal to 100 plus 60, 160 degrees. So it is 1.9696r. Then area of quadrilateral is 1 half product of the diagonal sine of the angle between them. So 1 half of one diagonal is the diameter, 2r. The other diagonal is BD, which is 1.9696r. Sine of the angle between them is theta, 70 degrees. This 70 degrees can also be replaced by 110 degrees, so 1.8508 r square. So that's it for these two problems. So next, problem 3. In a semicircle of diameter 18 units, two semicircles of diameter 9 are drawn tangent to the first and with each other, and their diameters coincident with the diameter of the first. Another circle is positioned tangent to the first and these two semicircles. So you have to picture out the statement of this problem. This is the figure. You have to draw this. I will not give you this figure, although in the original problem it is given, but you have to describe the problem so that you can draw the figure. So we have this first semicircle, 18 units in diameter, and we have two semicircles of diameter 9 coincident with the diameter of the first semicircle, and another circle is positioned tangent to the first at the topmost point and these two semicircles. Calculate the area unoccupied inside the first semicircle by the two semicircles and the latter circle. So this unshaded area here, we analyze that unshaded area as area of the semicircle of radius 9 minus the area of these two semicircles. Two semicircles is one circle of radius 4.5 and minus the area of this uh, circle of radius we do not know yet r. So let's set up the unshaded area. Pi over 2 9 square for the big first and big semicircle minus pi 4.5 square for these two semicircles. It becomes a circle, then minus this circle here, pi r square. So simplifying, that's pi quantity 20.25 minus r square. To solve for r, look at this right triangle by Pythagoras theorem. 4.5 square plus quantity 9 minus r square. This is 9, then radius r. So 9 minus r, this one, this leg. Then equals hypotenuse r plus 4.5 quantity square. Solving for r is 3. Substitute here. So the area is 45 pi over 4 or 35.34 square units. So for this problem here, a small circle of radius 6 units is internally tangent to a big circle. The length of the tangent segment drawn from the center of the big circle to the small circle is 8 units long. Determine the difference of the area. So let's have the figure. This is the big circle. This is the small circle. You can place the small circle anywhere for your convenience, but I placed this here in general. Anyway, the result is the same. So this is the tangent segment to the small circle from the center of the big circle to the small circle, 8 units long. The radius of the small circle is 6 and they are perpendicular at the point of tangency. From center to this point of tangency here, it's radius of big circle, then minus 6 radius of small circle. So this is r minus 6. By Pythagoras theorem, uh, 6 square plus 8 square equals quantity r minus 6 square. So r is 16. The difference in areas is area of big circle minus area of small circle. So that is pi quantity radius of big circle square minus small circle square. So it is 220 pi or 691.2 square units. So for this last problem, 5, a quarter circle of radius r has its center at C. Points A and B are ends of the radius above and to the right of C. So this is the quarter circle, center at C. Points A and B are ends of the radius above, A is above and B to the right of C respectively. Points D and E are trisection points of the radius closer to C. Trisection points are points that divide the line segment into three equal parts, and since they are close to C, so this should be D and this should be E. The distance from C is R over 3. E is also R over 3. If line segments AE, this one, and BD are drawn intersecting at F. So this is now the figure. This is not given supposedly. You have to understand the statement of these problems here. Of this problem here. Find the percentage of area occupied by the region AFB. So this shaded area divided by area of quarter circle times 100%. That's the percentage area occupied by the region AFB. This shaded area is equal to area of quarter circle minus area of right triangle BCD, then minus area of triangle ADF. Now, to solve for x, because that should be same distance x and x by symmetry, because these are trisection points and we draw these uh, line segments. The slope is, because this is r over 3 and that is r over 3 divided by r is 1/3. So 1/3 multiplied by 3 is 1 unit, and this should be 3 units. So the slope is 1 as to 3, that's square root of 10, same is to here, 1 as to 3 square root of 10. So by similar triangles, this triangle here, x as to r minus x equals 1 as to 3. Cross multiply 3x is r minus x, so x is r over 4. Then area of AFB therefore is area of quarter circle, pi r squared over 4, minus area of BCD, minus area of EDF. Area of BCD is 1/2 base r, height r over 3. Area of ADF, 1/2 of base, this is the base, 2/3 r, and the height is x perpendicular to AD, and x is r over 4. We already computed. Combining these two, that's pi r squared over 4, quarter circle minus r squared over 4. Factor out r squared over 4, then we have quantity pi minus 1. So percentage of area occupied by AFB is r squared times pi minus 1 over 4 times 100% over area of quarter circle. Cancel out r squared over 4, then you'll get 100 times quantity pi minus 1 over pi, or that is in percent 68.17%. So that's it for this video.